In 1965, the future of education in Canada was forever changed when Isaac Walton Killam and Dorothy Brooks Johnston Killam set in motion the philanthropic plan they had discussed during their joint lifetimes. Isaac Walton Killam, known as I.W., was a very private person. In business, he was ethical, principled, and reclusive. His achievements were phenomenal, but he was not interested in fame nor accolades. In his personal life, he most enjoyed fishing. During his youth in Nova Scotia, I.W.'s business sense became evident as he expanded the local newspaper market. In his adult life, he moved to Montreal and acquired Royal Securities. This pivotal acquisition was the foundation for his future assets, which were primarily comprised of pulp and paper mills and hydroelectric companies. As I.W.'s financial career grew, he never lost his introversion nor his compassion. For example, when employees became sick, he kept them on payroll, visited them in hospital, and supported their families. One routine likely led to more success than any other. Every evening, he went over in detail the day's business with his wife Dorothy, seeking her thoughts and advice. I.W. admired his wife's intellect and remarked that she had the best business brain. Dorothy was the complete opposite to I.W. She was vivacious, extroverted, and a socialite. She was an avid baseball fan and attained Olympic-level swimming achievements. When she first met I.W., she declared in her trademark confidence, "I'm going to marry that man," and she did. Their union matched in love, intellect, and ambition, particularly in the way they would use their wealth to fund higher education. When I.W. passed in 1955, his estate was worth over $80 million, which is equivalent to $1 billion today. At the time, 50% was taxed. Prior to his passing, he arranged with the government and his friend Sir James Dunn to combine their respective estate taxes as the seed money for the Canada Council for the Arts. The Canada Council for the Arts managed the National Killam Program from 1967 until 2022. It continues to hold and invest the Killam endowments, but the administration of the program is now managed by the National Killam Program, established by the National Research Council. As a memorial for I.W., Dorothy also gifted $8 million, which is equivalent to over $90 million today, to make possible the construction of a new children's hospital in Halifax. Today, it stands as the IWK Health Centre and is a beacon of hope for healing families. When Dorothy passed in 1965, she had restored the estate to over $100 million through her own remarkable business sense. Then, the plan they had envisioned in their joint lifetime was enacted. They left their entire estate as a perpetual fund to fuel the nation's growth and potential through academia. At Dalhousie University, the University of Alberta, the University of British Columbia, the Montreal Neurological Institute at McGill University, and the University of Calgary. The Killams wished to return everything to the people and places where they made their fortune. In the words of Mrs. Killam from her will, "My purpose in establishing the Killam Trusts is to help in the building of Canada's future by encouraging advanced study. Thereby, I hope in some measure to increase the scientific and scholastic attainments of Canadians, to develop and expand the work of Canadian universities, and to promote sympathetic understanding between Canadians and the peoples of other countries." While the Killam Library may be the most visible physical reminder of the Killams' legacy to Dalhousie, it is the academic trusts established by Mrs. Killam's estate that have been truly transformative for the university. In 1967, Dal received $30 million, which was the largest portion of the gift from the estate, a nod to Mr. Killam's Nova Scotian roots. It allowed Dal to establish academic chairs, a salary fund, new graduate scholarships, and to attract scholars from around the world. To this date, Dalhousie has funded a considerable number of graduate students and postdoctoral fellows who are making significant contributions to their chosen field. July 2025 marked the 60th anniversary of Mrs. Dorothy Killam's passing, a moment to reflect on an extraordinary legacy. While preserving the original endowment, the Killam programs have collectively provided over $1 billion in support of higher education. Some Killam laureates have even gone on to win the Nobel Prize. The Killam Institution and the National Killam Program of the NRC, together with the dedicated Killam trustees, remain steadfast in their commitment to honoring Dorothy's wish. Upon her husband's passing, Dorothy went to IW's favorite fishing lodge in his honor. She set out with a guide, saw a splash in the distance, and insisted they go to that spot. There, she caught a 46-pound salmon, larger than any fish IW had ever caught in his entire lifetime, and the largest caught internationally that year. She declared her fishing trip complete. I am Eliza Killam, one of IW's younger relatives. In their memory, I'd like to welcome all of you to the family. Thank you.